In its over 500-year-old history, the Itsekiri nation has witnessed the coronation of many Olus or kings.
Ayayo lahajo, ayayo lamemi, iyo ayayiwe. Ayayo tori chalugbe, jegbana o lao. Ayayo lao, ayayo.
But none of the ascensions to the throne has been as contentious as the one that took place 21st August 2021, when the Olu designate, Omoba Shola Emiko, was crowned the 21st Olu of Warri Kingdom. His selection was mired in controversy, bitter succession disputes with different princes and factions vying for the throne, intrigues, court cases, and other hurdles that nearly truncated the coronation process. Adding to all the drama was the theft and disappearance of an over 400-year-old royal crown and other traditional artifacts said to have been stolen from the Olu's palace in Warri by purported opponents of the Olu designate. In this report, we take a look at the thorny road to the throne by the newly crowned monarch, the controversies surrounding his selection, the behind-the-scenes intrigues, schemes, and power play, the fight for oil wealth and influence in the Itsekiri kingdom, and what his reign holds for the Itsekiri people, Delta state, as well as the country. The new Olu's road to the throne of his forebears began long before the coronation day on 21st August. It all started at the death of his father, Ogiame Atuwatse II, the 19th Olu of Warri, who passed away in 2015. The then Prince Shola Emiko, the oldest son of the late monarch, was presented by the Ginuwa one ruling house as their choice for the throne. His candidacy was, however, rejected by certain powerful forces within the Council of Chiefs. They based their opposition on a 1979 Traditional Rulers and Chiefs Edict of the old Bendel state, which stipulates that only children born by Itsekiri women or women of Benin origin to an Olu of Warri are the princes qualified to be selected to ascend the throne of their forefathers. Since Prince Shola's mother was of Yoruba origin, he was therefore disqualified, and his uncle, Prince Godfrey Ikenwolu, was chosen instead to ascend the throne. 5 years later, at the death of Ogiame Ikenwolu in December 2020, on being presented again by the ruling house as his successor to the throne, the same mother's origins card was brought forward to disqualify Prince Shola. The opposition, led by the now suspended Ologbosheri of Warri Kingdom, Prince Ayeri Emami, and some kingmakers, notably the Ojoye Ishan, who are nobles involved in the king-making process, maintained that the selection of Omoba Shola was flawed and did not follow the provisions of the 1979 edict. But this time, the Ginuwa ruling house insisted on Prince Shola. In a deft move reminiscent of a palace power play in a Nollywood epic movie, the ruling house held a press conference where it announced the suspension of the Ologbosheri. Consequently, a new Ojoye was constituted with Chief Johnson Omasheru Legbe, the Iyashere of Warri Kingdom, saddled with the task of completing the succession process. According to the age-old traditions of the Itsekiri people, this involves the announcement of the passing of the late Olu and immediate declaration of a new Olu designate to ascend the throne. Cursory observers might wonder and even ask, why are people fighting for a throne that has little or no political relevance in a country like Nigeria that has adopted a democratic system of government and constitutional rule and not a monarchy? The answer lies in economics, business interests, and strategic political influence. The battle is beyond who sits on the throne of the Olu of Warri kingdom, but the control of resources and influence, which is at the heart of the succession crisis in Itsekiri land. It is power play politics of who gets what, when, and how. For though traditional rulers in Nigeria have little or no political powers, which have been ceded to democratically elected officials, these traditional institutions, relics of a pre-colonial past, still wield a lot of influence, mostly spiritual and cultural, and are highly revered by the people in that domain of influence.